I'm home cold, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you around back when I was
I watched bits and pieces. I ain't gonna say I was sad to watch the whole thing, but I watched bits and pieces of it. I ain't gonna lie, I watched the Bizzy Bones shit. Like, of course, like the Bizzy Bones shit is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what'd you think about the verses? For one, let me ask you, who'd you think was gonna win? Who was you rooting for?
I was rooting for Bone.
Okay.
Come on, bro, 3-6 Bone. Like, don't get me wrong, I fuck with both. Like, I fuck with but Bone was kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm more of a diehard Bone fan, but for the most part, I think they failed to do I think they could have really killed it, but I think they plan of attack was wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I think they could have. They had all the soldiers and they had they had the weapons.
They meaning Bone.
Yeah, meaning Bone. Like they had the soldiers and they had the weapons, but I think the attack strategy was wrong. Like they playlist didn't. You know what I mean? It just didn't. It didn't like they should have did like, you know what I mean? They did a lot of songs like it was like. Y'all playlist should have been like, you know what I mean? Like, if I would have did the playlist, y'all would have killed it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like that. Like,
I can go with you on that. Because I was there. I actually went with Bizzy.
And
did you?
I
did.
Oh,
I went
dope.
with Bizzy. I was on the stage.
I fuck with Bizzy, though. Like, Bizzy a cool nigga. I love them niggas. Like, all them niggas.
Bro. Yeah, I was on stage. Yeah.
Bizzy the one. Oh, matter of fact, I'm tripping. I saw you.
Yeah.
I did see you. And I said, like, damn, that's the nigga. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Bizzy, all them niggas is I fuck with Bone. But Bizzy the one, like, that's that part of it. That's the
Well, you know what? The thing, I was there, bruh, and I was vibing out. And like you said, I fuck with both groups, you know what I'm saying? But I was partial to Bone, you know, not only because, you know, I think I just gravitated toward their music a little bit more, but then my personal relationships with them as well. But you know, I fuck with 3-6 music heavily too, you know what I mean?
Shit.
But you know, I think what it was is like, you know, Bone came to like a battle rap almost, like, you know, because Bizzy was on some nigga, we finna out rap y'all niggas, but see 3-6 came on some entertainment shit. They came like, okay, nigga, we finna,
a good show.
yeah, we finna win the crowd, we finna entertain, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where kind of the disconnect was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, musically, because in real time I was there. Like, people were saying online on IG, they was like, oh man, the crowd is dead. The crowd really wasn't. The crowd was on it, nigga. They had a little mosh pit and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they was even though Bone shit was a little slower, they was rocking to that shit. Yeah. They was rocking to it.
Because everybody fuck with Bone.
Yeah, they was
but
fucking with it.
I just feel like they could have, if they playlist would have been like on point, if they would have been like, all right, this song, this song, like, you know what I mean? They shit would have like.
Because one song that I felt like they shouldn't have put in there was that, I forgot. Huh?
Did you say something about Buddha Love?
No, not. Yeah, I mean, that probably wasn't the time for that. But you got to know who you're going up against too. So see, the thing about 3-6 is their music translated to now because of the bounce, the crunk shit. So everything they had everybody doing that, you know what I'm saying? But then Bone shit, even though they classic records, it slowed the energy down, you know what I mean? But no, they did one song, we got the pumps, the bumps in the trunk. Wait, nigga, they got, I forgot from one of the albums, but I was like, no. Not that one.
This song,
not that one. You know what I'm saying?
It was their playlist.
I'm with Boskoe though, man. It's a playlist thing because I was just at the Free Larry Hoover thing, right?
Oh, you went?
And Kanye came out and his playlist was impeccable.
Yeah, he had all the songs you wanted to hear
Drake
from Kanye.
Literally just passed milestones. I think he's like the most streamed artist ever in history.
For sure.
He got more. He has hits. He can do 0 to 100 back to back.
Yep.
But his playlist was horrible that night.
It just wasn't the ones.
He got roasted online, but it was like, it's not that he doesn't have the songs.
No,
he just didn't execute them right. It's a playlist. Your playlist was supposed to be like, if I would have picked the playlist for Drake, you would have killed that
Kanye,
shit. Like,
in order, did about 3 of his top songs from every album that was hot.
Yep.
From start to finish.
Yep.
And Drake came out and was like trying to put people onto like his deep cuts.
Right.
And it was like, what are we doing?
Nah, we want the shit that we rock to, nigga. You supposed to come out to that don't stop, get it. Like, you know what I mean? You supposed to do that. You gotta do 0 to 100, nigga. You gotta do started from the bottom. nigga, you gotta do
motto.
Like what's that man?
Back
come
to
on,
back,
bro.
all
I
that
could
shit.
nigga, I could make I'll make a Drake playlist that'll rock. Like, you know what I mean? I fuck with Drake too. Like,
and that's
I'm
the other thing,
like,
all Kanye's playlists, not to get off of the bone, but all of his playlists was all his upbeat.
Yep.
I mean, he was tearing the Coliseum.
I ain't gonna lie,
Exactly.
like, no matter Kanye antics, whatever, you can't take away that man catalog. Like, that nigga got them joints. Like, I would fuck with Kanye. He disappointed me how strange. All these artists, really, like, most of the artists I fuck with, like, most of the niggas I bag on is, like, even dope to me in a way.
Yeah.
Even Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda was dope to me when he came out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He went to jail and all that shit. But all these niggas, like, it's not I'm not mad at you. It just kind of, like, disappointed. Like, man, I thought all you niggas was like, you know what I mean? All you niggas was this. It's like, like, bro, you niggas is like,
one of our homeboys, Chris Calico, got on me. He's like, man, you been to 2 Kanye concerts in like 3 months. He was like, you a low key stan, and I was like, man, I fuck with the dude's music.
I fuck with Kanye.
It doesn't mean that I support, all the red
his
hat
antics,
wearing.
Though, the antics is the clown shit. But like his music, I'm a fan of. I fuck with Kanye music, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But to get back to the point though, I do think as like a Bone fan, I thought coming into a Bone, they're gonna murder it because to me they got more hits.
They got
and they have bigger hits.
But I'll be honest with you, I watched it
too.
and 3-6 was entertaining.
They killed it.
Yeah.
And I'm not anti 3-6.
No, they the shit, but
they were entertaining.
They did they shit, like, you know what I mean? I fuck with 3-6 though. I don't feel like they got as many hits as Bone though. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only reason why I say.
And they don't have as big as hits, and they didn't have the cultural influence as Bone either.
Exactly.
You know
they was like big in the South, and Bone was bigger. Like, you know what I mean?
Worldwide, globally. Because you got to figure Crossroads was one of which is why they ended the show like that.
The biggest songs ever, like Crossroads.
You know, I mean, and they didn't do first of the month, but like when you talk about all the other shit, you know what I'm saying? Even some of that gangster shit, like the Mo Murder, they
No Surrender.
They came out with No Surrender. Shout out to my homie Kenny McLeod. Yeah, he did the talk box on that. He did. He was the one that originally did.
And then Rhythm D do the beat. I think Rhythm D did the beat.
Did he on No Surrender?
Rhythm D.
You might be right.
I think Rhythm D.
You might be right. Yeah. Shout out to Rhythm D. Yeah. And then because I didn't even know. I've been knowing Kenny for years, and when I seen him backstage, I was like, "You here?" He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm coming out. I'm doing the No Surrender." I said, "Nigga, I've been knowing you 20-something years."
Kenny McLeod.
Yeah.
You know that's crazy. You said Kenny McLeod because. That's a good friend. His brother is a good friend of mine. I know Kenny McLeod though. I know Kenny McLeod
Small
too.
World.
He a cool dude.
Yeah, that's my guy.
His brother is like, you know what I mean? That's my boy. Like,
yeah, Small World. Crazy. I never knew that was him on No Surrender on the talk box.
Yeah, I never knew that either. Like, you just told
I didn't
me
know to that night.
He recorded a lot of that shit like right there on
the Black Hole.
The
Black Hole.
That shit was dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Kenny McLeod. Yeah. So man, I was there, bro, and I it was crazy, but it was a dope ass night though.
That shit would have been lit to be there though. I know that was lit.
Nigga, I was in the VIP with Fat Joe. We was up there chilling and shit, and then when the shit went down, I got the call. Now I'm like, damn, the one nigga I showed up with kicked the shit off. You know what I'm saying? You
knew it would be him out of anybody. Everybody else be chill. It's always Bizzy. He the one. Like, he like the,
you just had that conversation.
Bizzy what they call that? Bizzy the David Ruffin.
Yeah, we just had him on actually, and that's what he said. He was like, yeah, Coy, I'm a go. I was like, yeah,
David Ruffin.
Yeah, we had Flesh and Bone on the show too. He a wild boy.
Yeah, Flesh was. I remember when Flesh. The crazy part, like I remember when he first caught that case. They was when I first moved to Inglewood. Flesh wife was my neighbor, like cousin or something. Like he was related. So Bone used to be coming over there. That's the first time I ever saw like. Flesh and Bone, I saw Flesh, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, and it was like I was like amazed, like, cause I was like a huge Bone fan at the time, and I seen Flesh that like I'm like coming home from school one day type shit, and this nigga Flesh and Bone just standing in my front yard smoking a blunt or a cigarette or something. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't want to just be like, you know what I mean, no super groovy like so I just walked in the house and I was like, I remember looking out the window, I was on the balcony like, what the fuck? And then I ended up getting cool with the dude in the front, like after that, and he was like, yeah, that Flesh went to jail and shit, and we my band, but it was crazy though. Like,
yeah, Flesh is a good dude. I've been knowing Stat, we call him Stat for a minute. You know what I mean? And yeah, he came to the show and everything, and you know, he got a hell of a story. Yeah, he got a hell of a story. Yeah, hell of a testimony. That boy did almost 10 years.
He did. I think he did what, 8?
9 and some change.
8, 9. Yeah, he did. Man, I was waiting for him to come home and do his thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,